Okay, walking in, there's a fire pit area that I don't really have anything to do with. This is sort of a bushy area that's nice and flowery that I don't have anything to do with. So there's the stuff I have something to do with, and here is where it all starts. There is 3 tomatoes. I have some leeks, a bunch of kale. It looks like this all the way down there. I have a acorn squash, I think. No, yeah, spaghetti squash. There is 3 rows of, I think this is vegetable greens, which look like that. This is some kind of bok choy or cabbage that looks like that, and then some mustard greens that look like that. That's there. And then there's a couple random collard greens and various greens. There's this little cherry tomato tree or bush here. It's been there a while. I have a flower bed. Get it? Flower bed. It's got some things going on. I mean, look how pretty this one is in the sun. Hello. Some other things that are growing there. A nice basil bush here. And there are some bulbs under here. This is a grape that goes up like that. I have another area here with this rubber tree and this strange succulent. And there's just a lot of little sort of greens and flowery things under there. This is a lemon tree. And then we come through here. This is a really big backyard that I've been working on slowly cleaning up, which we'll get to over there. Let's go back over here. So then, just, you know, more just sort of regular old plants. There's some stuff here, and then we get into the flowers. These are my Zion flowers I wanted to show you. They kind of are Zion colored somehow. That's what they're called. Some really pretty purple one. Really nice orange one. There's even a yellow one in there somewhere, and there's a red, but he's not blossoming right now. Here are the bulbs that I got last year in Utah, speaking of Zion. These are new bulbs. These are the old bulbs. Here is my raspberry patch that I dug out and made. It looks kind of scrawny here, but everything is growing back down there. All of this. These are all soon to be raspberry things, or raspberry things. I got this in Utah. My plum tree here is finally starting to bud again. I don't know if you can see that there, but there's little bulbs on it, which is nice. And then here's a bunch of seedlings, which I may get to. And then, so this mound here, there's a track around it, which is full of more kale, and more kale, and some dill, and some cilantro, and some peppers, and more kale, and some thyme, and I have some red onions, and some garlic right here. Those little guys are garlics. And then over here is the other part of that. This is an oregano bush. These are all cilantros in the cilantro. Some nice little art there. More greens, actually purples, but these are some kind of a Japanese mustard. This one is flowering, which is kind of nice, sort of. There's some more mustard greens. They're gonna go. They've been getting eaten by something. That's okay. I have some purple kale, purple frilly kale, looking good. And some more green frilly kale, looking good. And then these kales, it's like a kale forest, right? Oh, I'm lost in the kale forest. These are the super yummiest strawberries ever. Hopefully they're gonna do something soon again. And then these are new strawberries. These are supposedly alpine strawberries. I guess they're yellow? I don't know, we'll see. Over here, just a lot of seedlings that I've recently planted. As you can tell, I went a little crazy, but they had a lot of seeds lying around. and I had bought some, and so I just decided to start using them. Why buy plants when you can grow them? So just little sproutsies, more different strawberries here. This Cosmo I grew from seed. I'm so proud of it, it's so pretty. More strawberries and more bulbs and things like that. More flowers and stuff that I grew from seed. There's some sweet peas that are hopefully going to climb up here. This is a bunch of collard greens that I just kind of threw some seeds in. There's this guy. In this box, I can't believe this is where it all started, is collard greens over here, and some kale and some chard. Some nice pretty pink chard and some nice pretty yellow chard. And some dill looking good. More oregano. I got some different kind of basil. This is another kind of basil that was really good. And some more purple frilly kale and cilantros. So turn it around here, you can get an idea of what we're working with here. So we came in that way. There's the tree, and there's the garden over there, and there's the raspberry patch, and then there's the main mound. And over here was a big old mess of stuff that I've just recently cleaned out, which was not easy. And over here was a big bunch of potted plants that had been sitting there for so long that they got all weed infested. So what I did was I repotted them all and made everything super nice. I just found a bunch of stuff that had been sitting and being neglected and or just needed some love, and gave it to them. So here's just more succulents, little babies. There's my plumeria. They're still doing okay. You know, plumeria. Let's look at that guy. Look at him, or her, as the case may be. Where are you? Come on, focus. Are you focused? I can't tell. Well, that's a very nice and tall orchid of some kind that I resurrected from down there. This is a nice big cactus that I resurrected. And here's another different kind of orchid here that I found, much in need of repair. So there's that doing good. And then I think that's kind of it, except for this heart here, which I'll just show you. Oops. Here, I brought that back from Utah, I think. And you know, it kind of looks the shape of a heart there. I dug this out a while ago and just filled it with good stuff, which is now really going crazy. Look at these guys. And look at these guys. Uh-oh, is that an actual bee? Wow, see? That's how good it's doing. Look at these purple guys. Look at this lavender is just looking so nice. Hello, Mr. Bee. Again, these purples, some golds, and this striped one. And then I got some lemon balm, some mint, and some calla lilies, and everything's just looking so good. I'm really excited about how this flower thing is happening. And I think that's pretty much the garden for now. Oh no, wait. So I cleaned all this stuff out, and then there was one more thing. This poor thing was in one. All of these were in one container, and it was getting choked out. So it's this really pretty sort of a tropical something or other, which is really nice, and will now live to enjoy its life. So there's that, and all of this. It's hard to see. I can't tell what I'm looking at here. All of these plants, which are going to get placed probably over here or somewhere else. All of these plants, all of those plants, all of these plants, all of those plants, all of those plants, all of those plants, and all of those plants over there. And that is, oops, let's make it nice for the end. So that's pretty much the garden. Wait, let's do this for the end because it's so nice. And 10-minute tour.